Really lovely. All right. Ooh, fun.
You know what this is? This is what's called a widow's mite. This is an actual widow's mite. This is an actual 2,000-year-old widow's mite, as mentioned in the Bible. The widow's mite is mentioned twice in the Bible, in the story of the parable of the widow's mite. And so this is actually from a, like I said, an archaeological dig where it was approved. It was an approved antiquity, approved antiquities, release is what it comes down to, export that you're going to have. And so we've got right here, and if you look right there, there's the Bible verse, okay? Mark 12, verses 41 through 44, as you can see in Luke 21, verses 1 through 4. And roughly it says, and the widow, and as Jesus stood there in the treasury and watched people give offerings to God, he watched all these rich people come up and give all these things, and then saw this widow who was hanging off in the corner, and in it she throws 2 mites. And then he stops, in essence, the proceedings, calls everybody together, and said, while all these other people gave tremendous gifts, they gave of their abundance, whereas the widow, she gave all that she had. And so that is the parable of the widow's mite. Well, this is an actual, and you notice they're kind of misshapen in many. These were hand struck. So they put a little piece of bronze down there and then smash it with a hammer and make the coin. So as you can see, they're all different and they're all authenticated. They're all authenticated, legitimate antiquities. Many of these, many antiquities, particularly from this part of the world, are kind of, of dubious origin, if you will. These are 100% out of that original deal that you have right there. They are certified. This is one of the single most important coins. And as we approach Easter here, I mean, what a great thing. And here's the thing. So I know these are certified, and you want them certified to be authentic. One of my wife has a lot of coin stuff and coin jewelry and all. Probably her most prized piece is she has got a widow's mite in a cross that she wears particularly all the time. And so don't be afraid, and I understand it'll affect the value and all, but understand what it is, okay? Don't be afraid if you want to have that taken out of that and put into a pendant or a cross pendant or something like that. And I know it's a little odd, but you can have it done. And I think it's really, really spectacular. Here's the problem. You can see widow's mites out there. I see widow's mites out there. I estimate, and I've been doing this a very long time, over 90% of the widow's mites that you see out there, over 90% of the widow's mites that you see out there are fake. Well, understand they're misshapen. I mean, it's easy to fake them. So what we did, we were able to get coins that were found in a historic find, that were authenticated by archaeologists, then through state government of wherever that came from, and these widow's mites were common currency back then, so they're found throughout the Middle East and throughout Europe, and then they're authenticated as to find, they're authenticated by archaeologists, they're accepted by whichever state or country they were found in, and then they go to the certification, and then they go to NGC to be certified to be real. So keep in mind that the vast majority of widow's mites that you see, the vast majority of these widow's mites that you find out there in the marketplace are just not real. So it's really, really important that even though you don't necessarily need to keep them in this holder, you need to buy them in independent third-party company holders, or you're basically just buying. I mean, it's sad, I guess, for people to sell fake biblical artifacts. Well, but yeah, I mean, there's worse things, I suppose. I guess. But these, like I said, they're authenticated, they're real.
That's important.
And they're,
I love it.
And understand a lot of these were snuck out of, particularly the Middle East. They were snuck out of the Middle East. These were, like I said, approved antiquities exports.
Well, if you'd love to own them, they've been very popular. We are inviting you to come on in, take advantage of it. Your item number to shop is 802-150, and we can present these to you on 3 credit card payments of $36. excuse me, $36.66 if you'd like to get these at home, which is really wonderful. We give you your 30 days to make a final decision, and they do come along with that certificate of authenticity, which is the most important part here. And of course, an opportunity for you to be able to get something really unique. And it's so interesting because I've worked with you now for the 25 years. I don't recall us doing anything quite like this, which I really
Yeah,
like.
no. We don't do a lot of ancient coins. One, they're very, very difficult to get, and they tend to be very, very pricey. So for me, being able to do a certified, authentic widow's mite for $109.95, I think is a tremendous opportunity for you. As you can see, we've sold over 700 of them now. People are going, there's 700 that even exist? Understand, these were the pennies of antiquity, if you were. So they were relatively common pieces of currency. But as pennies are today, they were easy to lose. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? They remelted them to make different ones with all kinds of different themes and so on and so forth. But there's some common themes to that. This is usually on most of the widow's mites that you see. And you can see that's usually the staff that's on there. If you look up here, you can see the date on it. So this particular, and they can tell by the where it comes from and the stamp on it that these coins. And here's the thing: these are not reprinted, restruck, or redone. Can we just take a look right there? So this particular coin is from 76 to 103 BC. So this coin is 2,200 years old. This coin is 2,200 years old. Not reprinted. This is an original 2,000-year-old coin.
If you'd like to have it, come on in while we still have it remaining. We're going to go to a quick break. Wonderful time for you to shop hsn.com or to certainly head over to our website. We do want to remind you, because we've spoken quite a bit about your VIP financing opportunity. Perhaps you're interested in applying for that HSN card, whether you're calling the toll-free 800 number or going on to our website at hsn.com. That is a great card to be able to own. We have some big values that we want to share with you. Promise us you won't move a muscle. Come on back.